Yo, what's up? Victor here with another Everything Technology video. I've been using the Pixel 4a for about 2 weeks, and in this video I'll be showing you what's on my Android phone. These are some apps that I use on a daily basis, and others that come in handy whether I'm traveling or just being productive. I just realized that it's been literally years since I've done a what's on my Android phone video. A lot has changed as far as the applications that I use on a day-to-day basis. You are going to find some similarities here as the previous video I did on what's on my iPhone. If you haven't already seen that, go check that out. Links will be down in the description. With that being said, let's get right into what's on my Google Pixel 4a. I already know I'm going to get a ton of questions about what wallpaper I'm using, so let's begin with that. The application that I use for wallpapers is called Mosaic. If you've been an Android device user for a long time, you've probably already heard of this application. In fact, I've mentioned it in previous What's on My Android Device videos, but if you haven't, you definitely need to check it out because this is one of the first applications I like to download on any Android device I'm using as a daily driver. My favorite feature about this application is the fact that it updates every single day. I like to change my wallpaper a lot, so having an application that does it for me is pretty awesome. Another feature that I like about this application, and is the main reason why I'm using it, is the fact that you get different pieces of art featured from different artists from all over the world. The wallpaper feature today is from an artist named Paul Signac, and it was created in 1891, and the name of this painting is Concur. It's not even worth trying to pronounce it. But you guys get the gist. You get different wallpapers from different painters and artists from all over the world, and it just looks really nice and clean on your home screen. Speaking of the home screen, you're going to realize that I'm using the stock launcher that comes with this device. I used to use Nova Launcher in the past just because you're able to change a lot of different things, but I think Google has done a wonderful job with their stock launcher, and I don't really care too much about customizing my phone. I think this gets the job done for what I use my Android device for. The applications that I have on my home screen are apps that I either use on a daily basis or almost every single day. The first one being is Netflix. The series that I've been binge watching recently is called Community. I'm on season 1, episode 20, and there's a ton of seasons, probably over 10 or something like that. But I actually started watching this show in middle school years ago. But what's crazy is that it's still very relevant in 2020. If you guys have any TV shows, movies, or documentaries that you recommend on Netflix, please let me know down in the comment section because I'm always looking for new things to watch. Before I move on to the next app, I want to stop and thank our sponsors for this video, who also make a pretty cool application that I've been using a lot lately called Keep Solid Smart DNS. As somebody who travels a lot, this enables me to access my favorite streaming services and shows anywhere in the world. Keep Solid Smart DNS offers consumers the US and EU DNS servers that permit them to unblock their favorite movies and TV shows. When I'm traveling internationally, I'm unable to access the US Netflix or Hulu, so using this application has made streaming content when I'm traveling a lot easier for me. Yes, this does require a subscription, but you can use the first link down in the description to get a free trial. Trust me, you won't regret it, especially if you're looking into unblocking some streaming services in your country. Now, the next application I have on my home screen is Audible. No, they are not a sponsor, but I'm sure you guys have seen a ton of sponsored content by Audible on YouTube. They do need to sponsor me. This is a free plug for them. So, you know, my emails are down in the description if you want to reach out. Anyway, I've been using Audible for almost 2 years now, but I stopped using it for a year. When I originally downloaded this application, or I got a subscription with Audible, my goal was to read a book a month, but yeah, I never got to that 1 book a month goal. So I'm trying to get back to that. The book that I've been reading recently is called The Millionaire Next Door. It's written by these 2 guys who did a study of the millionaires within the United States. They did a bunch of surveys and stuff like that. They accumulated a bunch of data about millionaires, and they basically break down on how millionaires become millionaires. It's a pretty good read if you're into entrepreneurship, and I highly recommend it. Moving on to the next application, it's called Run Tracker. I started running or jogging a lot more consistently lately. So if you're looking for a great run tracking application tool, check this one out because it's been working pretty well for me. Monday is an awesome project management tool. If you own a small business or you even run a YouTube channel, this can be very handy because it allows me to just keep up with all the projects that I have going on every single month, whether it be on YouTube with Everything Technology or Updato, which is a second YouTube channel I run. Go check that out if you didn't know that. And Everything Media, my production company outside of YouTube. If you want to be a little bit more organized with your projects, definitely check out Monday. Yes, there is a subscription. I think it's about $20 a month. That's where it starts at. But trust me, it's worth it, especially as a small business owner. It really is useful. Spotify is a music streaming service that I've been using for the past couple of years. I've tried using Apple Music. I've also tried Google Play Music, and I even tried Tidal, but I've always found myself coming back to Spotify. In my opinion, it's just much cleaner, easier to use, and I feel like it does a really good job at recommending music. Something that I like to do on Spotify is creating different public playlists. The one that I've been listening to a lot lately is called Lyrical Rap, and it's pretty self-explanatory. It has a bunch of lyrical rap from different artists like J. Cole, we have Bass, Meek Mill, Kendrick Lamar. Recently, I've been listening to a lot of Logic. You guys should go check out his new album, it's pretty fire. And if you have any music recommendations, let me know down in the comment section. I listen to literally everything, I'm not exaggerating. Go check out my public profile on Spotify where you can see some of the playlists and some of the music I like to listen to. It'll be linked down in the description. Hulu is a streaming service that I've been using a lot more consistently lately. I started using this probably back when I was in middle school, and I used it up until high school, and then I took a break from it just because I didn't find anything too interesting on it, and I didn't feel like paying for a subscription. But recently I just got another subscription with Hulu, and I just finished watching Runaways by Marvel. It's about a bunch of kids who have these superpowers. It's a really cool show, so if you're looking for something to watch on Hulu, you should check that one out. Now we have my favorite online shopping applications. The first one being is Amazon. I literally buy everything on here. I'm not even exaggerating. I buy everything from tech to random household products to even clothes. I just did a huge haul recently for work clothes and just business professional looking clothing. Amazon has this pretty cool wardrobe thing where you can try out clothes up to 7 days, and you just keep the ones that you want, and they'll charge you just for the ones that you keep, and then you return the ones that you don't want. It's pretty cool, and I think that's a really cool concept with the whole buying clothes online. With eBay, I don't really use it for a lot of online shopping. I honestly just buy products that I can't really find on Amazon, or if I'm looking for something used on the low, then I'll probably get on the eBay application. Or if I'm selling something, I actually sell a lot of the tech that you see on the channel here. It does tend to get very cluttered in the office with all the review units I get from companies. So I tend to sell them for a lot cheaper than the retail price tag on eBay so that I can save some space and bless someone who needs it more than I do. Obviously we have YouTube, then we have Creator Studio. If you're a YouTube creator, this is a must-have. This allows you to easily manage your analytics straight from your phone, and if you don't have it and you're a creator, you need to download it right now. Gmail is my email client of choice. Prior to this, I was using Google Inbox, then they decided to kill that off, which I was pretty sad about. I still prefer Google Inbox, and I think it looks much cleaner than the Gmail application, but I guess I'm forced to use this for now. And that is it for the home screen. Let's move on to the next screen, and this is where you find a lot of the productivity applications that are used on a day-to-day basis. The first thing you'll notice is this giant Google Calendar widget. It's super seamless and it syncs up with all my devices, so it just saves me a lot of time than having to pull one device and check in the calendar. I can just always check it on whatever device I'm using. So the Google Calendar application has been very useful for that. Now, beside the Google Calendar app, you'll see some other productivity applications that I like to use. I already talked about Monday. BNI Connects, I totally forgot to mention this. BNI is a national networking group located in the States. They have different groups within different states and different cities. So in my city, there's about 3 different chapters, that's what they call it, but really they're 3 different groups. And the groups consist of local business owners who essentially refer each other business. It's super convenient for someone who's trying to grow a small business like me. And if you're looking just to network with local business owners, it can be very useful for that. PayPal Business is what I use for all my clients. It's super easy to use. It allows me to quickly generate invoices. You can even create a link that a client can click on and just pay for whatever product or service you're offering. I love the simplicity aspect of PayPal Business, but I don't like the fact that there's like a 3% fee with every transaction. So I am considering switching over to a new invoicing system. NordPass is what I use to manage all my passwords. I have a ton of different accounts, so it easily allows me to have all my passwords in one area. It can get very complicated trying to memorize all the different passwords I have for all the different accounts. So having it all in one place is super useful and convenient for me. And that is it for the productivity section. Let's move on to the next screen. Here you'll find two giant widgets. The first one is by Todoist. I used to just have a notebook where I wrote my to-do list for the day, but this is a lot more convenient and just cleaner to use. And it syncs up with all my devices, so whether I'm on my Android device or on my iPhone, I can see all I have to do for the day. And below that is a Google Keeps widget. This is what I use to jot down just quick notes. I've been using it for a while again, and you realize a lot of the applications that I use, they sync up with all my devices. So Google Keep does the same thing. It syncs up not only with my computer, but with my Android device and also my iPhone. Capital is a great tool for somebody who sucks at saving money like me. Basically, you hook it up with your account, and every time you swipe your card, it rounds it to either the nearest dollar or $2, depending on how you set it, and it just automatically just sends it straight to your Capital account. Yes, there is a cost that comes with it. It is $3 a month, but it's totally worth it. I've managed to save over $130 so far on here without even noticing it. So it all adds up after a while, and like I said, now I'm sitting at $130, and if you suck at saving, look into the Capital application. Robinhood is what I used for stocks. Some people either hate this or really like it. I've been experimenting with the stock market just because I'm trying to learn it. I recently put about $100 into a couple of different stocks. My $100 has turned into $131 in a couple of months. It's been less than a year and I've gained over $31. So it just shows how effective the stock market is when done right. I honestly don't know what I'm doing. I'm still learning it, but it's pretty cool to see how the stock market fluctuates throughout the month and even just throughout the day. Now we have all the applications that I use to travel: Lyft, Uber. I started using Lyft a lot more because I've just had some pretty bad experiences when traveling and using Uber. Waze is a GPS application that you've probably already heard of before. I've been trying to use it a lot more lately. I use Google Maps a lot more just because that's what I've been using for the past couple of years, but I'm trying to make the transition to Waze just because it's a lot more effective. I also really appreciate how it alerts you when you're driving. Like, it'll let you know if there's a railroad coming up or even a pothole, or even if there's a car stopped by the side. It's super nice for driving, especially when you're driving long distance. It can be quite a lifesaver for your tires or even yourself, because it does alert you about a lot of different things. Even for the cops, it'll alert you for. So if you like to speed a lot, this is a great application. Gas Buddy is what I used to save on gas. When I'm traveling, I don't know where the cheapest gas station is. So if I'm traveling and I drove to that particular area, I don't like to spend money on gas, especially because I have to pay for premium gas. So this allows me to find the nearest cheapest gas station, which is pretty cool. Now we have some of the applications that I use for food. We have Panera Bread. I love their salads. Chick-fil-A, you can't go wrong with Chick-fil-A. Dunkin' Donuts. Uber Eats is what I use for food delivery. I don't use food delivery as much. I usually would prefer to drive because I don't like paying all those extra fees. But if I ever need food to be delivered, then I usually go for Uber Eats. And that is it for what's on my Google Pixel 4a. I've showed you some of the productivity applications that I use on a day-to-day basis, some of my social media platforms, and I've even recommended some apps that I think could help you or save you a lot of time on a day-to-day basis. If you have any questions or feedback, please leave it down in the comment section. I'll be there as soon as this video is over, responding to all of the comments. As per usual, if you have any app suggestions, yeah, let me know down in the comment section, because I'm always looking for new apps to make my life a little bit easier. This has been Victor Camango with another Everything Technology video. Thank you for watching this video. I look forward to seeing all of you in the next one. Bye.